I used to work the night shift at a small local radio station in Kansas. We were live from midnight to 5 a.m., mostly reruns and local announcements. Nothing special. The place was old, with creaky floors and one working light in the hallway that constantly flickered. One night around 2:30 a.m., I was halfway through a music segment when the audio board glitched. All the lights blinked off for about 3 seconds, and when they came back, the music feed had switched to static. I tried to fix it, assuming the automation system crashed. Then, through the static, I heard something, a whisper. It wasn't random noise. It was a voice. At first I thought someone had hacked the signal, but the voice wasn't clear enough to understand. Just fragments of words, drawn out and distorted. Then, between bursts of static, I heard it clearly. "Don't turn it off." I froze. The station was completely empty. It was just me. I muted the channel immediately and switched to backup. But the voice kept coming through the monitor speakers, even though the system was unplugged. That was the moment my skin went cold. I grabbed my phone to record it, but the second I pressed record, everything stopped. Total silence. When the morning crew arrived, I played back the security footage. At 2:34 a.m., the microphone light came on by itself. No one near it. To this day, I have no idea where that transmission came from. But sometimes, when I tune the radio late at night, I swear I still hear that same static pattern, like it's trying to come back. When I was 15, my best friend Mia and I spent the summer at her grandparents' old farmhouse. They lived out in the country, no neighbors for miles, just wheat fields and dirt roads. Her grandmother warned us never to go into the storage room upstairs. She said it was full of old family things and bad memories. Of course, being teenagers, we went anyway. The room smelled like dust and perfume. There were boxes, old furniture, and a huge antique mirror leaned against the far wall. Gold frame, cracked corner. Mia wiped the dust off it and laughed. But when I looked into it, I saw something that made my stomach drop. It wasn't just us in the reflection. There was a third figure, a little girl, standing behind us, wearing what looked like a white dress. I spun around instantly. No one there. When I looked back at the mirror, the girl was closer, right behind Mia. I screamed and pulled her away. The mirror fell, shattering across the floor. We bolted downstairs. Her grandma ran in, furious, but when she saw the broken mirror, she went pale. She whispered, "You weren't supposed to see her." Later that night, she told us the story. Her sister had died in that room when she was 7. She'd fallen from the window and landed on broken glass. That mirror had belonged to her. We didn't sleep the rest of the summer, and even now, if I catch a reflection in dim light, I swear I see a pale face looking back that isn't mine. I work as a wilderness guide in Oregon, mostly helping hikers and campers find trails in remote areas. A few years ago, I found a small wooden cabin while marking a route deep in the woods, about 40 minutes off any mapped path. It didn't look lived in, but it wasn't falling apart either. No graffiti, no trash, nothing. Just silent. I pushed the door open and stepped inside. Everything was covered in dust, except for one thing, a single rocking chair near the window, and it was moving. Slowly, I figured it was wind, but there were no open windows. Then I noticed something carved into the wood above the doorframe. It said, "Don't stay after dark." I laughed nervously, took a few photos for fun, and left. But as I walked back, I realized I couldn't find the trail again. Every direction looked the same. Then I saw smoke, thin, gray smoke, rising through the trees. It was coming from the direction of the cabin. When I got back, the rocking chair was still moving, faster this time, and the smell of burning wood filled the air. I didn't see any fire, but the walls looked darker, like shadows were moving just beneath the wood. I ran. Didn't stop until I reached the ranger outpost. When I showed them the GPS data from my tracker, they looked confused. The coordinates led to an empty clearing. No cabin, no structure, just forest. I still guide hikes, but I never go off the trail anymore. Some things out there don't want to be found. Have you ever experienced something you can't explain? Share your story in the comments.